And hello everybody, welcome to the live stream of Pathfinder the Adventure Card Game. This is session number 2. I did a live stream on Monday and it didn't go so well. We had what's called a TPK in the role-playing world. Basically my entire party died. So today I have invited Rick and Andy to join me. We're going to switch over to the 3 cams and the chat. Hopefully the chat is working. Yes, the chat is working. So Andy and Rick are here. We seem to have moved the camera a bit. It's moved around. There we go. Is that right? Yep, right. And we're going to try the scenario again. So this is actually, this is the new Pathfinder Adventure Card Game. This is effectively the 2nd edition. And the first scenario, just to bring Andy up to speed, we were basically escorting this guy. He was a merchant and he had a caravan. And we were following him, we were escorting him, and we got attacked by wolves, and things went a bit wrong. And then we arrived at this town of Belheim, and he basically said, it was their fault, they messed it all up, I don't have to pay them.
So he's dobbing us in?
He's dobbing us in.
He wasn't a nice guy. No one liked him.
So I'm not going to read through this introduction, because as I say, I did this live stream on Monday, and I've already read through this introduction. But basically, we got arrested. But then... At the last hour, a local baroness, Lady Origana Devi, basically dismantled his arguments, and it became clear that he never intended to pay us and he was up to no good. Oh. So he's been thrown in jail, and we're all right. So we're in this town, and basically the witch tower got destroyed.
Right.
And she's basically sending us to investigate the ruins of the tower to find out what happened. She said her husband went there and died at some point, so we got to be careful. My fool of a husband died poking around that place. I'd hate for you to follow in his path. Now, there's a local wizard as well we need to be aware of. There's a wizard called Balthus Hunclay. He lives in a hillside manor. He's never liked the witch tower because it claimed it blocked his view.
Right.
And he's gone missing. So something's afoot. We don't know what. But our objective this time is to basically explore these ruins. In game terms, we have 4 locations. We have the oubliette, we have the tower, we have the ruin, and we have the laboratory, and we have to close all 4 locations. Mm-hmm. There is no villain in this scenario. It's just close 4 locations and we win.
Okay.
Before time runs out. For those people who watch the live stream, I am playing the short version of the game, so we're using the small location decks, 7 cards instead of 10, and I'm playing with 20 blessings in the deck instead of 30. It's supposed to be 18, but I'm giving us a bit more time. Now, in addition to all of the rules that we've been through in the last half hour, there is also a scenario rule.
Okay.
So for this scenario, and this is a bit of a pain because this is kind of going to take up space. For this scenario, whenever you encounter a bane, remember a bane is a monster or a barrier, you may succeed at a knowledge or perception 5 check to evade it.
Evade it, which will be shuffling back
Evade it, shuffles it back in.
Okay.
So that's for the whole scenario. Whenever we find something nasty that we don't like, we can try to evade it.
That's like a weaker version of my skill if I'm on my own.
Now, my wisdom is D10. Oh, no, it's knowledge or perception. Yeah. Right, I can't do that.
Me neither.
Have you not got knowledge or perception?
No, I've got intelligence and craft and arcane.
I'll put the book away then. We're probably not going to be doing that then, are we? Right, so Paul says it's all working. We're all working. Hopefully the sound's okay. Because we've literally just done a live stream earlier on tonight and we haven't changed anything. So yeah, everything's okay. Right, we have done the setup. We've drawn our starting hands. We are ready to go. We've decided I'm going to go first.
Yep.
And I've started my turn at the tower. So I'm going to activate... Oh, first thing, hourglass.
Yes.
Always do the hourglass as the first thing. So, and I'm going to put it facing me. Right, when this is the hour, on any non-combat check, you may freely recharge an ally that lists diplomacy in its check. Sorry, that lists diplomacy in its check to acquire to bless. Right, well, that's not going to apply to me.
I've got one, but yeah, it's not my turn.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
This is for all of us. So on any non-combat check, if you have an ally in hand that has the diplomacy skill in that area, you can freely recharge it to bless.
Oh, okay. So I could bless one of your checks?
Yeah.
Okay, don't have to be at the same location.
No.
Which gives him another dice.
which would give me another dice to whatever I'm going to do. Right.
That's handy.
Unless it's a combat check. Depends what you do.
Because it says a non-combat check. Right, so advance the hour, done that. I'm not going to move, so I am going to activate this ability. You may examine the top card of a distant location. So I'm going to examine this, so we see what it is.
Do you just examine it, or do you share it to the team?
I'm going to put it on top. Okay, so that's there. Okay, so there is an anti-plague alchemical potion.
Okay.
Which is at that location. Right.
That's handy.
The next thing is I might play Detect Evil.
Okay. How does that work?
Banish to examine the top card of your location. So I could play this before I move.
Before you examine as well? Before you, yeah.
If it's a monster, you may encounter it. If it's not, you may shuffle your location. Yeah. So I'm going to cast Detect Evil. Now, Detect Evil has a recovery section. So instead of banishing it, I'm going to put it in my recovery area, which is there. And I might get that back at the end of my turn. So the ability is examine the top card of your location. So I'm going to cast Detect Evil. Right, and I have seen Priest of Abadar.
It's not very evil.
If it's not, you may shuffle your location. So, do I want...
So you got charisma or diplomacy?
I have diplomacy, yes. I have diplomacy of charisma +1, so I'd be D8 +1, and I'd need a 6.
Getting an ally is good.
It's also a level 1 ally. It's good. So I should just encounter
or bury a boon.
Yeah, don't really want to be burying cards at this point. Okay, so I'm not going to shuffle my location, so I now explore, which means I draw this card. Right, so I've drawn this card, and I've now got to try and acquire it, which is, diplomacy check is charisma +1, so D8 +1. So the chances of me doing this are fairly slim. If I wanted to...
I can
help. Should we do that? It's a non-combat check. Yep. Freely recharge an ally.
To recharge goes onto the bottom.
Goes onto the bottom of your deck.
Bye, Archer.
Yeah. To bless it. So I've got 2d8.
So that's helping you.
Yeah. So it's 2d8 +1. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it. So that goes into my hand.
Great. Related question. Game on. Should we turn these upside down so it's easier to see on the screen?
They're upside down at the moment.
That's a very good point. Yes, thank you. We're going to put these locations this way. I put them facing you, just because I can read upside down. But you're right. For the live stream... Oh, what am I doing? There you go. They might be too small, but if you're watching it on a big telly, then you should be good. Right, so when you acquire a card, it goes into your hand.
Yeah, someone just says they look extremely small.
Yeah. I mean, we can zoom in a bit, can we? No, because then we'll lose everything else.
I can zoom in a tiny bit.
I think. I can move the dice tray in a bit. There we go.
There we go. We can zoom in a little bit.
I mean, that rule book we don't need anymore, do we?
Well, it's all right there. Put your character there. Yeah, I think we're okay.
Hopefully that helps.
There we go. So yeah, we've zoomed him in a bit. I mean, we're reading the cards out anyway, so hopefully you'll get an idea of what's happening from that. So now I've got this in hand. So basically, I can carry on exploring.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! I tell you what. Yeah, I haven't had my. Yeah, I've had my normal explore, haven't I? So what do we want to do? This allows me to. Oh, this is good at acquiring other things. This is actually a really good card. On a local check to acquire, recharge to add a d6. So this card is going to help me get other ones. So I'm probably going to explore again. But which of these cards do I want to get rid of?
The powers do.
On another character's check, discard to bless. On any check, discard to bless. On any check, discard to bless. So I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm going to discard benefaction to my discard pile to allow me to explore a second time. And we found it's a blessing.
Charisma,
Iomede's Justice. So it's 4 plus the scenario number, so it's a 5 to acquire. And my diplomacy is D8 +1. But what I'm going to do is I am going to recharge.
Can you do anything else? Is there anything good he can do?
Discard to explore.
I mean, that's quite good.
Yeah, but... So on a local check to acquire, recharge...
I mean, it's only 5, isn't it? And your charisma, diplomacy or divine is quite high?
Oh, actually, yeah, sorry. It's a divine check.
Yeah.
My divine is wisdom plus 3, so it's D10 plus 3.
Which is quite high.
So on anything
5.
other than a 1, I've got it.
Well, that's 4 plus... So
Plus the scenario
5.
number, so it's 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, on a 2, I've done it. Okay, so yeah, let's not get any help.
Yay.
I've got that, so that goes into my hand.
Rolling a 3.
On another character's check to defeat, discard to add 1d12, the check counts as blessed.
Because you've blessed it?
I don't know. Discard to
defeat.
explore. So, okay, so shall I carry on?
We can do. Done well so far.
Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to discard that to explore.
Mm-hmm.
Let's explore again.
Having a busy hour.
Ooh,
It is a spell.
Ooh.
Right, so check to acquire for me is going to be Divine 8. So that's
Power
D10
strike.
plus 3. Now, do I really want it?
Now you can get rid of that guy now to help you acquire.
Oh, I could. I mean, it's quite a nice spell that I might give to you at the end of the scenario.
That does look evil and purple looking.
It is evil and it is purple looking. Yeah, okay, so I am going to recharge this guy to allow me to add a D6. So it's D10 plus D6
Plus 3?
plus 3. I don't want any help from anybody else because it's not essential that we get it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep.
Whoa. Excellent.
Now it's actually display. Interesting. So it actually just goes
If you display it.
if I display it. If I do, it does all of that.
Which is?
For your combat checks, you may use Arcane or Divine plus 1d6. If proficient, you can banish to add another d6. And then if proficient, there's a chance you'll get it back.
So it's an ongoing spell.
It is.
That's,
It looks like it's an ongoing spell. This is from the expansion set.
That sounds very...
Victoria's here as well. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Okay, so I'm going to display this. So I'm going to
Sounds
display
powerful.
it here. It's still my go. You guys you do get a go.
It's all right. You're showing us how to do it, or showing
Well,
me
I
how to do
am.
it anyway.
But the thing is, so we've got rid of the spell. There was one spell in here. That's
Yeah.
gone. There was one ally in here.
Gone.
That's gone.
Blessing.
There was one blessing in here. That's gone.
A weapon, a barrier, and a monster.
Yeah, a weapon, a barrier, a monster, and a henchman.
Yeah. Bad,
So-
bad. Good.
And you're running out of things to do, or things to use.
Well, I've still got 2 cards that will allow me to explore.
And you've
But
got-
actually, I think I'm going to call it there because I've gone through 3 cards in one time unit. So I think I'm good.
You're ahead of the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. So I'm going to end my turn there. I don't want to discard any cards voluntarily, so I redraw back to my hand size. I have another healing item.
You need to
And I
do
climb.
this.
Oh yes, and the recovery step. So, if proficient, you may succeed at a Divine 8 check to recharge it instead of discarding it. Again, don't want any bonuses on
2.
this. Plus me 3, didn't, so that gets discarded.
Shame.
It's all right, I can heal it. We are done. Andy, your go.
Oh, it is my go. Well, that's handy because
Advance the hour.
advance
Draw
the
that and turn
hour.
it facing you.
What does it just go on top of the pile?
Facing you.
Facing you. So. no,
Oh, right.
So that one facing me, so we know that was mine.
Okay.
And that's yours.
Right, I see. So when this is the hour, no effect.
No.
Oh, there we go. Right, nice and easy.
So- Yep.
So it is now your give a card to another local character.
Nope.
Oh,
Well-
I want all your cards.
Yeah, well,
No, I'm good.
You may now move to a distant location.
well, I actually kind of want that anti-plague.
Okay. So you stay here. You explore the location.
So that's just that happens automatically.
So you draw that card.
I draw this card.
So you have to now you
Acquire
must now try and acquire it.
So I've got an intelligence.
5 or a craft 5.
Or craft 5.
So I would, for a craft check, I would have a D8 plus 3. So there's
Yeah.
quite a good chance of me just doing that.
Yeah.
So
There's not
I
much
guess there's that the D8.
That's the D10.
That's the 10.
That one? No. I don't remember which D is what. Okay, right, here we go.
Yep.
Hey.
So that's yours. That goes into your
Critical
hand.
hit.
Good stuff. So
Which means you will, if you don't do anything now, you're going to have to discard a card at the end of your turn.
well, so then I probably ought to do some more exploring. Yes, I'm not
display
actually
next to a local character. While displayed, on this character's checks against disease or poison, add 1d8.
So you don't want to keep that. You want to display that like this one.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
may banish to remove the scourge, plagued, or poison from this character. At the end of the scenario, banish. Okay. So
At the end of the scenario, banish.
yes, you're not going to keep.
But
this.
I'm because of my I may be able to just discard it instead because that's one of my powers.
Potentially, yeah. I think at the end of the scenario banish, does his power still kick in? I guess so. But you're displaying that next to yourself.
Well, does anybody else?
Well, it's either me or you, a local character.
Is there any reason why I would give it to you? I mean,
do you do any poison stuff yourself?
I do some poison stuff myself, yeah.
You can protect yourself from poison damage?
On a local combat check, you may discard a card to add 1d4 to the acid, fire, or poison trait.
Okay, so it's doing extra damage, isn't it? Whereas this is protecting yourself from damage.
So, I mean, I would, it may just be my character, but my first instinct is to be selfish.
No worries.
There you
go.
So you're displaying that next to your character.
So there we go.
Okay.
If proficient, yeah, okay. Right, so I could do some more exploring, not because I've got a couple of blessings, not given that this is my first go. I mean, it obviously worked out quite well for you.
It did.
We've had one item.
Yep.
We would still have a spell, weapon,
2 barriers.
2 barriers and a monster. To be honest, I'm quite good at barriers, so maybe I should explore and
I'm
see
here
if
to
I
help.
find a barrier.
So what are you going to use to explore?
Well, it's got to be one of the blessings. It's either, I guess I might want this one to...
And don't forget you've got the spyglass as well. So you could have a look at these 2 cards before you decide whether you
turn them in any order.
That's quite a good idea, yeah. Thanks, Paul. So I'll do that.
Discarding it.
So discarding is face up.
Right, okay.
So you examine these 2.
And you can put it back in any order.
So we've got a monster.
So that is the henchman.
Oh, we've got the henchman.
The monster and henchman.
Okay, well...
So if you put the henchman on top, and if you're then able to
lucky,
defeat
punk?
it, and you can then close this...
With that location done.
That location is done.
1 of 4.
But remember, to close this location, we summon and defeat the danger, and Rick's best at doing that.
So if you do this one, then I do that one.
Or just not. or just put that on top and end your turn there.
Yeah.
Because you don't get anything in this game for killing monsters. There is no loot associated with them or anything like that.
So, yeah, maybe we put it back in that order and then I let you...
Take it on.
Because
you can always bless me.
And I'm also, I can add to local combat checks as well, so...
Okay.
So we'll do that.
So you're done?
Just check that I did put that in the... Yeah, that's good. So do I draw...
Yeah, you can reset, so you can discard as many cards as you want. Probably don't want to.
I'm not going
and
to.
Then you draw back to your hand size.
Which is 6.
Okay.
Another one.
Right. Your go. So advance the hour.
When this is the hour, when you encounter a monster from a location, before acting, another local character summons and encounters it.
What? When you encounter a monster from a location, before acting, another local character...
Monster, is that different to the henchman?
No, I think the henchman is a monster. Yeah, type monster.
Typical.
Oh dear. Oh well.
Interesting. Another local character summons and encounters it. So there's 2 of them.
2 henchmen.
I think that's what
But can we therefore close it when you kill the first one?
No.
You have to kill both of them.
Bring a new card into play is what summon means, right?
That's confusing, isn't it?
Summon the card and encounter it. This starts a new encounter. If the scenario lists... blah, blah, blah. If you're told to summon and encounter a boon and acquire it, you draw it. If an effect causes multiple characters to summon encounter cards, resolve the encounter sequentially. If the summoned card is a villain, defeating it does not allow you to win the scenario.
Oh, interesting.
Doesn't say about... That's summon and encounter. Summons and encounters it. Yeah, which is what it is.
Right, well...
So basically... it's not great. You don't have to explore.
Not this hour, do we? We could say
the
next
exploring
turn.
is actually optional. You could just say, I'm not exploring.
I could move somewhere else.
Or you could move somewhere else.
We can come back with that a bit later. We know the henchman's on the top.
Yeah, we do. And we could come back and close it. Or, you could...
So what would happen, because of this, you would basically summon this and encounter it, and then you would summon and encounter it. I think that's how it works. David 707 is here. Hello, David. We're just checking that we've got these rules correctly, but I think we do. And I did read somewhere that if you summon another card and there isn't one, well, you just summon that one.
Okay. So we had that one when we played it before, when we summoned
four things that were the same. Yeah.
on our first turn, which
Yeah.
just really strong monster, which nearly killed ourselves.
Well, that's because we were all at the same location.
Yeah.
Because that was that scenario. We all had to start at the same location, and it said every character at this location summons an enemy, and we're like, what?
Well,
So
that hasn't been explored yet.
discretion may be the better part of valor in this instance.
What can I close otherwise, though? Intelligence or craft? Well, I'm not going to do that. So it's either Constitution, Fortitude, Constitution D6, Wisdom or Perception.
You probably just want to get through some cards. I mean, there's 2 barriers here.
Shall I go to the lab?
Because you're good at getting rid of barriers, aren't you?
Theoretically.
You don't have your
Depending what
thieves
they
tools with you,
No.
so maybe you're not yet. It's up to you.
There's no point coming to help you because it's more than likely the higher chance of having the baddie.
Yeah.
Isn't there?
Yeah, because there's only 4 cards left in that deck.
Damage you suffer is increased by 1. When you fail a check to defeat
Suffer
a
1 acid
bane,
damage.
suffer 1 acid damage. So that's good for that one, because that prevents the acid damage.
Should have given it to you, shouldn't I?
I'm going to the
You're going
oubliette.
to the oubliette, and you're exploring.
Yep.
Okay, let's see what you found. Dun, dun, dun.
A craftsman.
Okay, just pop it on top.
Yep. Charisma, diplomacy, or craft. Well, my charisma is D8.
Okay.
My diplomacy don't have.
And your
And
craft.
craft don't have.
Okay,
So it's going to be charisma.
it's a D8. Is it worth us trying to boost this? I don't think it is. I want to save the blesses for when we need them.
This one says on a local check, discard a bless. If the hour's level is 0, you may recharge instead.
The hours level is not 0.
Oh, I see. That's it.
Yeah.
On your check to acquire, reveal to add 1.
There we go. Okay, so you just reveal it to add 1. Hey, mate, I've got a book about
I've got
you.
a book. It's a codex. Beautiful.
So you're at +1.
So I'm D8 plus 1.
He's in your little black book.
It is.
And I need to get
6. There you go.
Whoa!
So that goes into your hand.
Boom.
I used up all of the bad luck on Monday from the dice. Yeah,
On a local
it was-
check
it was
against a
some pretty
weapon
bad.
or an armor, recharge to add 1d8. Discard to explore. At this exploration, on your craft and disable checks, add 1d4.
Oh, you're going to do another explore. Oh, you got your cat.
I've got my cat, I've now got a craftsman, and I've got this boon. Local check against a spell. I'm going to discard my cat
To explore.
to explore.
Okay.
On checks that involve the magic trait, add 1d4.
Okay.
A battle axe.
You found a battle axe. So check to acquire is strength or melee 6. You're probably not good at the whole.
Don't have melee,
So that'll
Do
be
have strength.
strength check is 6.
and I've got d6.
I'm not going to bother boosting it because it's only a level 0 weapon.
On a local check against a weapon or an armor, recharge to add 1d8.
Okay.
So
There you go.
recharge him, which goes to the bottom of the deck,
Yeah. I mean, it's extra
1d8.
life, isn't it? Plus your strength.
which is 1d6.
Okay.
5.
But you,
And don't forget to reveal the code.
On your check to acquire, reveal to add. Oh yeah,
There you go.
6. Hey! Happy days. Battle axe. Good job, Codex.
Yeah.
Happy book about axes. I don't want to discard it, but it's not level 0, but it's my only blessing I've got. at the moment.
I'd
I think-
possibly wait.
Yeah, I've pushed my
Because
luck a
yeah,
bit.
we've got 28 cards and 20 time.
and
Yes.
we're going to close this one probably before.
Yeah. So I'll do. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right. So, start of my turn, I get to examine something.
We don't examine that one.
We don't want to examine that one. I'm
That
going to put
one's
that on
interesting.
top because we know what that is.
Okay.
And we know what the next card is as well. Yeah. So I'm just going to put those there because we know what those are.
The second player took his card at the end of his phase from the blessings deck rather than his own deck. Is that possible?
You did draw a blessing.
That one?
Possibly.
I guess I can check.
Was Andy cheating?
Count how many I've
1,
got.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yes.
19.
So we would have. so that one would have.
Thank you, Derek.
That would have been my one then.
So
That would
would
have been the blessing I'd have chosen
Yeah.
instead of that one.
Never
I
mind.
apologise for screwing it up.
Oh, naughty.
That's okay. There we go. Right. So, my go.
They weren't too bad.
I
I
will
got
advance
stuff.
the hour. We have Desna's Freedom. When this is the hour, on each check, the first blessing played to bless may be played freely. Right, do I want to give a card to somebody else? No. Do I want to move to a distant location? Oh, I'm exploring. I'm going to examine this.
Check it what it is.
Yeah.
Your tower skill.
Using this. It is a quarterstaff. A level 0 weapon.
Yawn.
Yeah. A lot of the time you're just getting through the cards.
Quite a lot of weapons on here. 2 weapons, yeah.
Right, so I'm going to explore this location. I don't have to, but I am going to. Am I going to do anything first?
So that's the ally, and both weapons been shown now. Leaving only monsters and barrier.
And I found the weapon. There are some bad guys in these days, I think. Now, this is a returning star knife. This is no good to me.
That looks good.
But it is for you.
Knife. Yeah.
That's not a knife.
But the chance for me to acquire it is strength, dexterity, acrobatics, melee, or ranged. Right. Strength, I can... No.
It's
Dexterity...
fairly high.
No. Acrobatics, no. Melee, yes. So my melee is strength +2 and my strength is D8. So if I roll an 8, I get it.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, basically, it's a really good weapon, which is why it's a 10 to acquire.
I mean, is it easier for Rick to acquire it with like acrobatics?
Well, you're exploring.
I've explored it.
Right.
So I've not examined it. I am now actually...
But if we want it, we could bless you, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I am currently D8 +2. So the chance of me getting it is 12.5%.
Isn't high.
Which isn't high. If my check was blessed, and remember...
On a local check.
On each check, the first blessing played to bless may be played freely. So in fact, this could be blessed twice.
I can cover it though.
Mine's on
Windows
a local
wants
check.
to restart, so I'm not going to allow Windows to restart.
That would be
I am going to tell Windows to restart tomorrow, or the 31st of August. Right, go away. I'll close that. Yeah, now would be a bad time for Windows to restart.
So mine's only on a local check to discard to bless.
Okay, so that's no good.
But
this is on any check.
Yeah, I've got.
And the freely, that doesn't override that it has to be a local check.
The first blessing played, because normally only one of each card can be played,
Yes.
but it's saying the first blessing played is freely. Therefore, another one can then be played.
Okay.
But I don't know whether I want to discard a card just to get this. I mean, it is a nice weapon, which will be good for you for the future.
But it is only, I think, +1 more than my normal dagger.
Yeah, but those +1s really, really make a difference. What do we think? What do we think in the chat? Should I spend my cards?
Well, I could help out because I got.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it because I can heal. So I am going to, on any check, discard to bless. So it's blessed. But that was a freely one. So if you're able to bless it as well.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
So let's see which one. I guess either of these are pretty equivalent.
Well, that's on any check, whereas that's on another character's check, so that's better.
Okay, so I've got another D8. I haven't got a D8, so I'm going to roll a D10, but if I roll a 9 or 10, I'll just re-roll. So it's these 3 +2.
A 2 and a 1.
I'll tell you what, right, 2, 1, plus my 2 is 5.
We
need a 5.
Need a 5.
Got it! Oh. We got a 5.
Hurrah!
Oh, look, it's a returning star
that looks
knife.
nice.
Right.
It's my birthday, did you not know?
Okay, I am now going to... Oh, this is really good as well. I want to explore again. But this is on another character's check to defeat, discard to add a D12. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Are you going to fight this turn?
Or is it?
No, you're going to fight it, aren't you?
I can move back and fight it.
Yeah. Now, it's immune to fire and poison. That means if you can't play a card that has the fire or poison traits on it,
Don't have any.
because it's immune. Okay, so I'm going to end my turn there. I have 5 cards in hand. I'm not going to discard anything. Or do I want to discard this? Because it's no good to me.
Well,
you can do a combat check still, can't you?
Actually, no, it is.
Rick.
Yeah.
On a local combat check, freely reload to add a D4. Actually, yeah. I can use it. Right, I'm done.
So, I mean, I could take on the imp. First
But
things
you can't
first.
take fire damage, isn't it? That's a fire thing, isn't it?
Tom likes our pronunciations. Thank you, Tom. We've been practicing all week.
Right. Anyway, so I may give a card.
Well, advance the hour first.
Oh yes, of course, advance the hour.
We are not Pathfinder players, so we are probably pronouncing these gods' names totally wrong. This is
Gorum's Iron.
Gorum's Iron. When this is the hour, on your non-attack combat check, add 1. Okay.
What's a non-attack combat check?
I don't know. Well, a combat check.
On your non-attack combat
Yeah, on a combat check, where the card you're using doesn't have the keyword attack.
Right, fine.
I guess.
Well, this crossbow.
Yeah, this is one of the confusing things. The attack in this game is not what you think it is.
Right.
Attack is very specifically a card that says the word attack.
Because this knife doesn't say attack.
No, so it's not.
This sword, this battle axe doesn't say attack. That's just silly. Dagger doesn't say attack. None of these weapons say attack on them.
Exactly. So don't think of attack as attack.
So I don't think this stuff is precluded.
I can go to the lab.
You think I should go to the lab? Yeah, I mean, I am pretty well set for the lab with the whole anti-plague as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can cover, if you do go for the imp, I can cover you with the crossbow if I still have it. So,
right. So Fumbus has gone to the lab.
Yeah.
And you're going to explore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we find...
I find a life drain spell.
Ooh.
So which I could potentially acquire with intelligence and arcane for 7.
Oh, yeah. Because your arcane is D8 plus 1?
D8 plus 1. So I would have to, so I'd have to roll a 6.
Unless you want to bless.
I could do that on my own. How good is it?
Life drain. Bear in mind, look, these are the levels of our cards. 0, 0, 0. This is
these level 1,
1.
so that is quite good.
Better.
But if this is not a spell that you're going to be using in future, the only point of acquiring it now, well, it's one extra life point.
As well.
Yeah.
If proficient...
If your combat check banished to use arcane 2d4 or divine 2d4.
Yeah, you're not.
Then
you're only
heal a
proficient
card.
in alchemical. So that card for you is a one-off card.
I've got arcane.
He's got arcane?
No, but you're not proficient.
No, that's not a proficiency. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
You've got the skill. So that card for you is a one-off card, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
So it's probably worth just rolling to try and get it.
Yeah.
It's probably not worth blessing it.
Thanks for the advice. Yeah, I'll do that then. So
you're D8 plus 1.
D8 plus 1. Thanks.
8.
Oh,
there you go. Yeah, we are being very, very lucky with our dice today.
Right.
So that goes in your hand.
So that goes in my hand. Yeah. Okay.
You can draw down to your hand side as well. You do.
I think so.
Discard down to your hand side.
Yeah, I think so. In the reset.
I'm trying to remember in the app.
I guess.
Yeah. Well, let's see if you do in the app. So
we haven't done much exploring here, so it would probably.
Discard one of these. I guess.
Am I more likely to avenge or? I think avenging is more likely.
Do you reckon? On a check that invokes the acid, cold, electricity, fire, or force trait, freely discard to bless.
Yeah, you must discard down.
But that means freely discard. I mean, you're just going to be discarding anyway. Yeah.
I'm going to guess that I want to discard that one to explore.
Let's have a look. What have you found?
I found a Harrow deck. Item 1.
Ooh.
Check to acquire Wisdom Perception, of which I have neither.
Oh,
it's not likely to happen. This is not my item, unfortunately. This might have been good for one of you guys, though.
Okay.
So it's probably not even. I don't think I've got any opportunity to even roll for that.
Gone.
Last point.
It's banished.
Okay. Well, I think that's probably all I'm going to do at this
done?
point, unless you think I should do some more exploring.
I think we're doing all right.
Okay, so I'll just draw
to your hand size.
My hand back up.
Oh, healing.
So I got some healing if we need it.
Right. Rick, advance the hour.
Yes. We have...
Derek says, end of turn you either draw or discard down to... Yes, thank you.
There you go.
Yeah, I did find it. Page
we have
14.
the juggler. When this is your hour, on your check, you may discard a card to re-roll a die showing a 1.
Okay.
Which might be handy.
Yep. Right, so you're going to move
To the ruin. At this
the
location,
ruin.
damage. Okay, I didn't take any damage. That was all right. When a monster is
So
undefeated.
if you don't defeat the monster, a new monster will appear and get shuffled into that
Right.
location. So you are going to encounter
The diabolical
the
imp.
Diabolical Imp. Right. So this has... Well, it's immune to fire and poison. Before acting,
Oh yeah, these things.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
you must succeed on a Wisdom or Perception 4 check, or the monster is undefeated.
That's so harsh.
Did you know about that?
No, but
I mean, I can bless that.
yeah, that might be because
Just to get
my
you
wisdom
past
is
that.
D6.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
And I need to beat it, don't I? Or do I have to match? Or
You got to
beat
match it.
Match or beat it. It's 50% chance.
It seems a complete waste.
I could.
Are
do it as
you
well.
going to be able to do this combat of 10?
Well, why don't I bless him?
Well, with my
then?
weapons, I should be able to.
Can I bless
Yeah.
that?
So should I save this for the fight? Because this is going to add you a d12.
Yeah, we can definitely.
Oh
splat
no!
it
In fact,
anyway.
this is on another character's check to defeat. So this can only be used for the fight.
Okay.
So I can't help you with this. Can you bless him?
Yeah, I can certainly bless him.
I can bless myself as well.
Okay.
Why don't I bless you just to help with that one?
Okay.
Yeah.
So is that what? On any check, bless.
On any check, discard to bless.
So
Right.
2d6.
So 2d6, and you need a 4. Otherwise, the monster
Otherwise
is
it's just-
undefeated,
That's just silly.
and then you'll get poisoned.
Suffer the scourge poison.
Oh, it's also an outsider. I'm good at fighting outsiders.
It's a devil as well. It sounds.
Oh, if I
demonic.
was there,
It's all right. I'll roll higher than a 4.
I should have moved there. Yeah,
9.
I should have moved there
5.
and not explored.
It's fine.
That's what I should have done, because then I could have done all of this. Right, so you've succeeded on the before acting check.
Yep.
So now you're acting.
Yep.
You've now got to do a combat check of 10, and I am going to discard on another character's check to defeat. Discard to add 1d12.
Mm-hmm.
The check counts as blessed. So I'm basically blessing you, but with a d12 instead of...
Nice.
Right. So what are you using for your combat check? Your battle axe, your rapier, or your dagger?
I think I might use the rapier.
Can you get your book out?
Bash around there. Because this, for my combat check, reveal to use strength, acrobatics, or melee, plus 1d6. So I'm going to use acrobatics, which is d12 plus 2, and a d6.
That's a good set of Ds.
Yeah.
And that's just reveal. If you're proficient, which I
you
am,
are.
in weapon, you may additionally reload to add another 1d4.
All right.
Okay, so that's what you're rolling
Yeah.
already, and you're adding 2.
Yes.
So the chances
Plus
are
2.
you're going to do it. But do we have other things that we can do?
I could discard this to add 1 D8.
Probably not worth discarding
I think
it.
it's a bit extreme.
I mean, your average are
2d12, a d6,
3,
a d4.
9, 15, 17, 19. Your average is 19.
Against 10.
Yeah. It's going to have to be very unlucky.
And I can discard a card to re-roll something as a 1.
Adding 2.
9, 9,
18,
2.
20, 23, 25.
Splat.
Boom.
That's 1 dead imp.
Right. So the story vein is gone, which means because it was a closing henchman, you get a chance to close the location.
Mm-hmm. So the closed location is
Is
to
summon and defeat the danger.
Yep. My danger is acrobatics of 6 plus 1, so 7. My acrobatics is d12 plus 2.
So d12 plus 2, and you need a 7. You're going to bless it?
Oh, bless it.
So 2d12 plus 2.
Discard to bless. It's not naught, is it?
No.
2d12 plus 2.
Yeah, should do it.
Again, I can discard a card if I want, if I get a 1.
Yep.
12.
Done.
Done.
It's
Success.
undefeated. Bloody, 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 blah. Right. So you've closed the location. When closed, shuffle a new monster into another location. Well, this location's closed.
Yeah.
So all of these are gone.
Yeah.
And I am now going to get a random new monster
Normally,
from
it's a positive thing when you close a location. I don't know why this one is a negative thing.
some of them are bad. Right. Pick one of those without looking at it.
Oh, not that
I
one.
have ordered 500 new sleeves today, so I can start shuffling my cards without worrying about damaging them. Into another location.
Yeah.
I don't know which.
Should we roll a...
Well, no. If it doesn't say random,
Oh, we get to choose.
We choose.
Well,
where do we want to put it?
This one has had
We
its
know
weapon.
what's on top.
Yeah, and we know it's had its weapon, its ally, and both its weapons and its allies. Only left in there is monsters and barriers.
Yeah.
So
All that's left in here is
These
not
monsters
monsters
and
and barriers. So what's come out of here is that
spell and there was a
Oh,
I think
an
I'm
item.
going to put it in here.
yeah. Yeah?
Yeah.
I could always come and help.
Yeah.
I don't seem to be too bad in fighting.
Okay. Done. And
Done.
then that is closed. You now get a free movement, but you can't explore anymore.
Okay. Hi. I'll draw up. I got the
nice
5.
one, Rick.
Get my rapier back out.
Because you reloaded it. Yeah. Right. My go. Advance the hour.
We're a bit short on blessings now.
Pharasma's knowing. When this is the hour, on your check against an undead card, add 1d6. Right, we're going to try and fight some undead. Also, at the start of your turn, you may examine the top card of a distant location. So I'm going to examine this.
Yeah, okay.
There we go.
Spell.
So that's been examined.
Easy to acquire.
And then it's my go.
Yeah, another spell for you.
I've got a thing which I can heal. And I can heal with that.
4, 5,
and I can
what's
heal
your hand
with...
size 6. You're missing a card.
Yeah, you should have a
But-
card.
Oh,
no,
right.
because you used it.
I used it,
Yes,
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Use it on my turn.
So I'm exploring the tower.
I know what I'm on about.
Right, I found the
Oh.
henchman.
Clockwork Guardian.
Wow. The check to defeat is 13 plus 1 plus 1 is 15.
Oh.
So it's a combat check of 15 or
Arcane
arcane or knowledge of 8.
Arcane.
Wow.
So, but you've just explored that.
Yeah,
So
I have now
you've found it.
I am encountering this. So it's immune to mental, poison, and it's vulnerable to electricity. If anybody had a lightning bolt or anything like that.
Nope.
If undefeated, weapons and armours that were revealed, reloaded, recharged and discarded are buried instead. So
What?
anything that you use to attack it, you lose.
That is harsh.
But if defeated, you draw a new weapon. So we get a random new weapon out of the box if we defeat it. I mean, I've got no choice. I have to fight it.
Draw a new weapon doesn't say random.
You know, when it says draw, it's a random.
Okay.
So this may be one where I should.
Can you do
well,
arcane or knowledge?
No. So it's going to be a combat check, but let's see what we can do because I have this Harrow Strike displayed. For your combat check, you may use arcane or divine plus 1d6. My divine is d10 plus 3. So let's just add this up. It's d10 plus 3
Mm-hmm.
plus a d6. If proficient, which I am, you may banish to add another d6.
Do you want to banish that?
This Harrow Strike, is this right? While displayed for your combat checks, you can just use arcane or divine plus 1d6 permanently.
Pretty strong. Yeah.
It's
sounds
very
like it.
strong. Yeah, I've basically got this permanent attack
Awesome
spell that I can
spell.
use, and if I want to, I can banish it to add another d6. So the average of this is 5,
It would remain good for me though because I haven't got those skills.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
We'll see what else we can do before you banish it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can
so
add
I
a one.
could-
I can add a 1d4 by reloading my dagger.
Well, we
but-
might as well do that.
Yeah.
If we don't do it, I lose my dagger.
Oh, that's true. That's
But
if
I
I
think
use the
we've gotta
Harrow
take-
Strike. If I don't use the Harrow Strike, I have a quarterstaff of vaulting that you found in the last scenario, but you didn't want, so you gave it to me. For your combat check, or non-combat acrobatics check, reveal to use strength, acrobatics, or melee, plus a d6 plus 1. So my strength is d8. Sorry.
Oh, acrobatics
Strength,
are
acrobatics,
really
or
for me.
melee. My melee is d8 plus 2. So it's going to be a d8 plus 2 plus a d6 plus 1.
That's 1d4 for me if I enjoy.
And I can discard it to add another d6.
Mm.
And then I've got my returning star knife, which is for your combat check. Well, I've already done that. On a local combat check, freely reload to add a d4. You may use this power even if you've previously revealed the card.
Mm.
Well, I can do that even if I'm not using the spell.
Yeah, because you use spells and weapons.
So the
But
question
does that
is...
mean I can't use a weapon?
Oh. No, because it said freely. Mine says freely as well.
Freely recharge.
Behind the box is here. Hello, behind the box.
Does that mean you can use this and this because this says freely?
Yes. Well, I'm not using two weapons. You can only use one card that says for your combat check, so I can't use that and that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But there's a gap, you see, and a separate bit on a local combat check. Freely reload it. That's not playing it as a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it is, but it says freely.
Yeah,
it's fine. It's fine. So the question is, do I use the quarterstaff of vaulting or do I use the harrow strike? I think I'm going to use the harrow strike because it's cool and I've got it. So it is my divine skill plus a d6.
So your divine skill is?
My divine skill, let's just go over this again, is wisdom plus 3. So it's d10
plus 3.
So I'm going to put my modifier here.
Yeah.
Right? So that's my modifier. So it's d10 plus a 3.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ban it. Oh, plus a d6. And I'm going to freely reload that to add a d4.
Remember though, if you're undefeated, that will go. So even though you put it on top
We're
of the deck.
We're going to defeat it.
Okay.
Are you going to freely reload your dagger?
Yeah. And add another 1d4.
So add another d4. Where's the d4's gone? Right. So how are we looking? Average of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
plus
13,
3.
14, 15.
We've got to get.
So I am going to banish. I am going to banish this.
I
We
could
haven't got any
discard
blessings, have we?
this to add a d8
Does it say freely?
freely. Yeah.
On a distant combat check, free discard to add 1d8. Yeah. What does your acolyte do?
A local wisdom or divine check.
Is this a divine check?
Oh, it is. This is a local divine check.
Yep.
Recharge to add 1d4.
We've only had d4s.
Okay, so we've got.
Was
we've
a
got
d8
another,
and half it?
Yeah, we've got another d4 in there.
Another
And
d8?
I can discard that to add a d8 as well.
I think we
Yeah,
might as well. You got another weapon. Another d8?
Yeah, another d8.
That's
So there's
helped.
a d4 on top of this.
Yeah. We can roll one of the d4s
Right.
again.
Lots of dice.
We're good?
What does this say again?
On your check against an undead card. It's not undead.
Oh, damn.
Oh, and also I get
may not be
bonuses
living.
against outsiders or undeads.
No.
It's not. Right, we're done.
Okay.
So it's an extra d4 onto this
And then plus
and adding 3. Yeah, easily. I mean, that's 13, 14, 15, 19, 24, 27. Boom!
Splat.
Kasplat. Oh, just need to make sure it's immune to mental and poison.
Yeah,
So
well.
none of the cards we used,
That's it.
it's not.
Fuel? No, I don't think they're mental or
No,
poison, are they?
your crossbow wasn't.
No.
No, okay, so we're good. We didn't cheat.
Phew.
So it's gone.
What was the thing about whether you lose or gain a weapon?
If
That's
it's
if it was undefeated.
We would have lost
If
our
we failed
cards
to
we put
defeat
together.
it, we would have lost everything that we used.
And then there was something about gaining a weapon.
Yeah, if defeated, draw a weapon.
You do.
So, yeah. So we go to the weapons.
Very nice. The luck is on our side. I suppose we're spending our cards wisely.
Yeah, it's resource management. Right, what have I
You
found?
found?
I found a returning throwing axe.
Wow, that sounds exciting.
Cool. It's another one that's useless for me, but I can give to you.
It was hard to get though, look at 10, so it
Yeah.
must be good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Sell it.
Overkill.
Yeah, very, very much overkill. It does
Critical
happen.
kill. Splat. Well, yeah.
Now I get a chance to close it because that was
You
the
do.
henchman.
And
Succeed on a wisdom or perception check, and I need a 5, and my wisdom is D10.
oh, we haven't got much to help with this, though, have we?
Well, it is the
Yeah.
average roll.
Camera's gone funny, can't see you. That's
Camera's
all,
gone funny, you
Victoria.
can't see me.
It's probably our
No.
internet, Victoria.
Yeah,
Is that the-
it's not me, it's you.
Oh, anyone else lost the visual? Oh, so that's 2 people. Same
Same
here.
here. Okay,
Oh,
so everybody seems to have
nothing's-
lost visual. I don't know why.
Nothing's changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh, it's pixelating.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Visual's gone.
It's never done that before. Brilliant. I don't know what we can do.
Can you
I don't-
reload?
I don't know if there's a reset. Presumably you can all still hear us. Yeah, I don't know what this is. I can change the bit rate and see what happens. The audio and video have been out of sync for the whole time, but now the video has gone grey.
Oh.
yeah. That's what it
okay.
looked like.
Well, I don't know why that would be.
Have we still got the 200 millisecond
I've
delay?
still, yeah, I've got the delay on, but yeah, it seems to have all gone pixelated, and I have no idea why.
Can you
Let's
change the
just make
resolution?
sure. that the internet is still working. Yeah, the internet's still working. There we go. We're back.
I've also been out of sync.
Suggestion: the stream's current bit rate
It's higher.
is higher than the recommended bit rate.
I recommend you stream bit rate of that 4,500.
Well, it was set to 3,000.
Yeah.
So yeah, apologies for that. Never seen that before at all. That's very
you're
unusual. I'm going to keep it on this screen here, so we can see
What
everybody else sees. There is a 30-second delay.
Hello.
Yeah. So hello everybody. Video's back. I can't read that now.
Oh, you're back.
That's all it says.
Still out of sync for me.
Still out of
but
sync.
I can live
Well,
with that.
Let me go into the microphone settings. Where was it? Tools, settings,
Surprised Victoria hasn't gone to bed.
audio. Right, I'm gonna get rid of the delay completely. There we go, because the delay was important when I was using the Blue Yeti. There we go. I have removed the 200 millisecond delay from the microphone. So yeah, let me know if that is working. But yeah, we can still see you.
Out of sync first. So
Let's see.
the audio might take a little while to catch up.
Yeah. Oh, it'll be 30 seconds from when I did it. So yeah, hopefully it's all working now. We're going to carry on playing. Where were we up to? I was trying to close this location.
Yes, you
Yes.
were.
I needed a Wisdom 5 check,
Yes.
which is D10.
Yes.
I can't do anything about that.
should have displayed this earlier. No.
So I need a 5. Yep.
I got nothing. What is
That's
that?
a
That's
Four.
cocked.
Is that a cocked
Is
die?
that a cocked die in a dice rolling tray? That's
Looks
definitely a
bit
cocked
like
die.
it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
7. We have closed the location. Awesome. So they're
Bed
gone.
now, night. There you go.
And when closed, you may examine the top card of a distant location. I'm going to examine that one. There you go. It's been examined. We get a free movement. Are we all back on? Are we all working again?
Looks
Well,
like
someone
it.
says back.
Hopefully it's working again. Right, where are we going to move? We don't have to move to the same place.
Succeed in the Constitution Fortitude check. Can we do that? I can't.
No, but we,
well, a
we-
Constitution D6.
I've got Constitution D8.
Yeah.
So I'm.
You're the best character for closing both of
Oh, I need
these.
to get my act together, don't I?
I'm going
Really?
to go here because I'm going to try and pick up this. Because I'm pretty good at picking up that. 'Cause
Yeah, I can acquire it as well with my codex.
Okay. Would you want to acquire this then? Do you
Well,
need any
I
help
don't-
here?
I don't think I need a quarterstaff, to be honest. Strength.
Not that I'm aware of. I mean,
Okay.
I'll come and join you anyway. Hi.
Sure. Okay. Right. So
I could do my end of rounder thing. Did I banish this?
You didn't. I don't think you
Didn't I?
did.
What was
No.
it to
Okay.
do?
So I've still got it. Still got my house right. Right, so that is it. My turn is over. I'm drawing up to my hand size.
Someone will tell us.
Right. I should have moved with you because I've got this. Okay, we're done. So,
Me then.
still same out of sync.
It might be take a little while to. It's the sound before video all playthrough.
Yeah.
It's the sound before video. Sound is before the video. Right. Well,
Yeah.
Oh, so it's the other way around.
So we need to add another
okay. Well,
30 seconds.
what I'm going to do is I am going to go into it and add it. Maybe I added it the wrong way. Thank you for letting me know. Let's go in. Let's put a delay of minus 200. Can you do a delay of minus 200? No, you can't. I can't seem to do any kind of reverse delay.
System
Silence,
sound.
silence
delay,
period.
Yeah,
I think it's that.
no, you can't. I mean, yeah, I can understand it not doing that on a live stream. Yeah, the other thing I can think of doing is delaying the video by
Mhm.
200 milliseconds, but I don't know how to do that. So I will fiddle around while Andy's taking his turn.
Sure thing.
Right.
So what are you going to do? Try
Well,
and get the Viper strike?
yeah, I guess that's the obvious first move, right? It's only a roll of 5. It's not all that special of a card.
I think arcane +2/4, but then it banishes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Proficient. Are you proficient in? What are you proficient in?
I'm just
Alchemical.
proficient in alchemical,
Yeah,
so it's
okay.
not all that special, but I can
It's
at least
easy
try
to
and get it. So it is a arcane check, which for me is D8 plus 1.
There you go. That's the D8. Actually, that's the D10. But you only got 1 anyway. So if you'd got a 9 or 10, then we wouldn't have counted it. So you didn't get it.
Yeah, fine.
Go on. That's your initial explore.
I can't actually discard anything to explore
Nope.
at this point.
So done. Wait a sec.
Oh, I didn't take the hour.
When you suffer damage. Okay, well, that doesn't make
No,
a
it
difference.
didn't like that.
Oh,
Yeah, it didn't like that at all.
that doesn't look right.
Yeah, sorry, I've just accidentally.
Balked the stream.
Yeah, we've lost the main
Oh.
camera.
Oh,
There
we're
we
back.
go.
There's
Yeah.
not much delay anymore. Look.
I put that on. Let's just see if it settles down. I'm fiddling around with the delay settings on the video. I think I found it.
Well, here we roll before we see it. I see.
Yeah, so the sound was coming before the video. And what I'd done is I'd actually added a 200 millisecond delay to the audio, so it was actually delaying it even further.
Yeah, there's not much delay here on video anymore. Look.
Did
I
we
move.
have a delay before?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Anyway.
So that's the end
Anyway,
of my turn. So
This overhead camera doesn't look like it's settling down, so apologies for this. The overhead camera has gone for the moment, but
It says standby on it. Oh, it still says recording. It's a little red thing, isn't it? Or it says
no,
standby?
that's fine.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So the overhead camera doesn't like
On my turn.
really doesn't
Yeah.
like having any delay on it.
At the
which
start
is
of
a
your
shame.
turn, you may recharge any number of cards, then reset. Oh.
Let's see if that settles it down. No,
I don't want to do that.
that's not
That
settling it
sounds
down.
exciting.
It's interesting because nobody's mentioned this delay before. There you go. So the overhead camera doesn't like having any delay set,
No.
whereas these two cameras do. So there we go. We now have, for those people watching, Mike, Paul, thank you very much, we now have a 200 millisecond delay on our video. So hopefully that's synced you up. But let me know. Let me know if it is.
I've drawn.
Where are we up to?
I've drawn this, which allows me to, at the start of your turn, you may recharge any number of cards, then reset. So I should end my go and get rid of my cards by putting them under my deck.
You don't end your go.
Well, then reset.
Yeah, and then you draw back up. You basically do a recharge and a reset at the start of your turn.
I don't think I want to do that. But I am going to display that. My leather
You're
armor.
happy with all of the cards in your hand.
Yeah.
Is it recharge any number? Yeah, you probably want to.
The codex isn't bad.
Well, you've got a rapier and a battle axe, which you don't need.
That's true. I don't
So you might as well
need
recharge the
that.
battle axe.
And then reset.
In other words, draw back up to your hand size.
Oh, really? Okay.
So this is before you've done that.
No, because I want to display. Oh, because it
This
has
is start of your
to,
turn.
has to be before
Yeah.
that.
There you go. Right, and now on your turn, display that. You drew 2 more weapons. Never mind. Boardroom Gamer is here. Hello, Boardroom Gamer.
Hello.
Just waiting on Mike and Paul telling me if the audio is better,
And I'm exploring.
because we've had some delay issues.
And I have an evil eye.
It's a barrier. We've found our first barrier. Now,
Evil eyeball.
this has the trigger ability.
Right.
Trigger means even if we'd examined it, it would have kicked in.
Right.
Okay? So
Yeah.
certain cards, even just by looking at them,
When examined.
yeah, which is not.
Okay. Cannot be evaded. If undefeated, suffer. So I can't. You know, I'm not on my own anyway. If undefeated, suffer the scourge days, then bounce the passion.
Thankfully, you can bypass it with a stealth check.
Stealth. I'm good at stealth, which is D12 plus 2.
So you need a 9. Because it's 8
It's
plus
not
the
combat,
scenario
isn't it?
number.
Yeah.
Now, I can't do anything to help. I'm all out of blessings.
A local check to close or to guard.
Mm-hmm. That'll be useful once we get to the closing part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
So
this going to be
you-
then?
So what are you after? Stealth check or what are we?
I'm doing
doing
a
a
stealth,
stealth
check,
check. Against the barrier.
which is D12 plus 2.
And I can't boost it.
I
Yeah, I,
can't do
haven't
anything to
actually
it.
got anything to help.
Well,
with
I need to get
barriers.
a 9 on a D12 plus 2.
Hold on, I
You're
can't
saying the
do
mic needs a bigger delay because you get the sound before the audio. Right, okay. So I will go in. I will turn off the delay on the cameras.
What am I
Pop,
going to
pop,
roll?
pop.
What am I going to roll?
Okay. And I am going to put more delay on the microphone.
No, you didn't roll that. Oh no.
Right, delay on the microphone.
9.
What did you need?
I got D12 plus 2, so that's 9, so that's 11. I needed 10.
Hey.
You got it?
Success.
Right, I have just upped I've removed the delay on the cameras and I have increased the delay on the microphone. So
Did we have this in the last video then?
we didn't have this in the last video, but something went wrong earlier,
Okay.
and I don't know what that is.
So
So
success. I've
let's see what happens.
destroyed this barrier by rolling a 9.
Done. Gone. Excellent.
I'm done.
Do you want to explore again?
Nope, I can't.
Okay. Reset. My go.
Luckstone.
Start of my turn. I'm going to draw Gozdress Growth. When this is the hour, on your check against an animal or elemental card, add 1d4. Right. I'm not going to move. I'm not going to give a card to somebody. I'm going to explore this location. So I'm going to draw this quarterstaff. And I'm going to try and acquire it, which is melee strength plus 2. So d8 plus 2. Yep. So I have found a quarterstaff,
Success.
which is pretty useless. Now then, I can't explore again.
No.
I don't have any cards. But what I am going to do is I am going to use my end of turn ability to recharge a divine card, this one,
Mm-hmm.
to heal a local character, me, by 1 card. So, let's shuffle these. I'm going to pick one.
Where does it go? Into your hand?
It goes into my deck.
Okay.
So that gets shuffled into my deck.
Okay.
I think that's how healing works.
Right,
Time,
and that's
what's
me.
the hour?
What is the hour?
The hour is.
Siren Rays Light. When you heal, you may heal an additional card.
Okay.
Well, there we go. Right.
1 second delay, sound before video. Wow.
1 whole second.
It might be something that went on earlier on. So I'm going to...
has dropped from about 2 seconds to 1 second. Progress.
Yeah, something went wrong earlier on. I am going to increase the delay of the microphone to 1 second. Let me know how that is. I have increased it to 1 second from 300 milliseconds.
What are you gonna-
So I could give a card to you, I suppose.
You could.
I'm not sure why I would do that. Exactly.
Well, if I was in that position, I would be.
Giving weapons
I'd
away.
be giving this away and this away because, yeah, I don't want these.
So, I mean, I guess things like, is the life drain any good to you?
Nope.
It's possibly good to me.
You're not here.
No, but you
I
can
mean,
give
the
it me at
star
the end of the
knife is
scenario.
alright, but then you might
Right,
kill
I
it
see.
yourself.
Okay. So
Knives are good for me.
I think we've decided I'm best off here, although I guess I'm supposed to be closing both locations. So I guess I just explore.
Okay.
Mhm.
And we have
Another barrier.
It's
another
the
barrier.
other barrier.
I may use a
Oh.
healing boon,
You know, bury a healing boon to defeat this barrier.
bury it.
What is it?
It's
Is
a wounded wanderer.
A
put it
wounded
under
wanderer.
your character. Well, that would work.
So actually,
rather
it's not really a barrier.
It's a
As
hurt
such.
fella.
Yeah. It's somebody who's wounded.
And if defeated, summon and encounter an ally.
Yeah.
That's this diplomacy and its check to acquire.
But if you wanted to, you could just bury the elixir of healing and you get it straight away. Or you could try and do a craft 8 check, because the craft is best for you, isn't it?
Yeah, but the healing one
craft.
isn't too bad. I mean, we're doing quite well. I've got loads of
We are doing quite well.
And it's just
Loads
buried,
of
isn't it?
cards.
So
It's buried.
yeah, I'd be happy to do that.
So you put it underneath your character
Because you
card.
get a card as well.
Yep. Summon and
So the
encounter
barrier
an
is
ally
defeated.
that
It has
Diplomacy.
So summon and encounter an ally
So you have to try and get the ally.
that
now.
lists diplomacy in its check to acquire. So
So-
pick an ally,
and we'll see whether or not it has.
see whether it or not it has diplomacy.
Nope.
Pick another one.
That one.
Might be here all night.
Yes.
Yes.
So you encounter that.
Oh,
What is, so that means
He's
I have
here.
to roll
So who was it?
a tinker.
a tinker. So I need
Charisma, diplomacy, or disable 6. Can you do
I
any
got
of them?
charisma D6, which so that's unlikely, but Was it?
Local check to close to guard. Recharge. You ain't got much else, have you?
I'm not going to win on that, but
Okay.
Roll a d6.
I roll a d6.
D6
If I
and you need a
get
six.
if I get a 6,
Yeah.
am I?
So you've healed him. He now says, "I'll join you
And then
if I like you."
oh,
It's got to land in here.
Them be the rules.
cheeky.
No, I don't like you. I'm gonna go.
Oh, the tinker in the lab as well.
Yeah.
That's very thematic.
So I guess I draw back up to 6, and then that's
Your go.
My go. I check the hour. The hour says, when this is your hour, when you would encounter a non-story Bane barrier, banish it instead, then someone encounter a task barrier. Well, I don't think we're going to get any more barriers, are we?
There are no story bane barriers in this scenario.
Courtesan. I have found an attic whisperer. Oh, he's creepy.
A what?
Attic whisperer.
It's a monster.
Yeah.
Looks undead to me.
Immune to mental and poison. All
Okay.
damage is mental damage that may not be reduced.
Oh, okay.
Before acting, each local character must succeed at a Wisdom 4 check or suffer the scourge dazed. Oh, I had this before. While acting, distant characters may not play cards.
Right.
It's 13.
Oh, we are. At least there's 2 of us here.
So, a Wisdom 4 check.
Yeah, so both of you have to do a Wisdom 4 check,
Each local character.
or you become dazed.
So, my Wisdom is D6.
Do you want to pass me the Scourge cards?
Because we're going to get them.
We might need them.
I've got.
I think you've got them.
Of D4, so I'm pretty.
These are all scourge. They're all different ones.
They're on the back of
It's
the reference
dazed,
cards.
isn't it?
Yeah.
You on this one as well? Or
If it's dazed, who's got the dazed? No, dazed is here.
I got drained.
Okay.
So we have that
Wisdom
ready.
4 check.
Nope, so you're okay.
Maybe another 300.
Another 3 to 400.
I've got to
Okay.
roll a
Yeah,
D4.
it definitely shouldn't be
You've got-
this.
what's your wisdom?
this
Oh,
one.
D4. Oh dear. You need to get 4 on a D4. 2. Oh.
So I'm dazed.
You're
Dazed.
dazed. So this card goes somewhere nearby, and we put a token on it,
Ooh.
and we put a matching token on you
To say
to
that
show that you are dazed.
What does dazed mean?
You may not examine locations. If you explored this turn, you may not explore again. And if you don't suffer, if you didn't suffer this scourge on this turn,
At the
at
end,
the
of,
end of your turn, shuffle
shuffle.
your. Well, you did suffer it on this turn. Oh, so from every future turn, you shuffle your hand. Next turn, shuffle your hand into your deck and remove this scourge.
Okay. So, the
At
Attic
the
Whisperer.
end of your turn, is that before you reset?
I guess so.
No, surely it would be at the end of your turn. At the very end of your turn. Right, so
Flip.
that's that bit done. I can't play cards,
Yep.
so it's up to you two, and it's immune to mental and poison. So you
Ah.
cannot play any cards
I'm
that say
good for
poison.
that anyway.
So, do I do the for your combat check thing, or do I only do
No,
it
'cause
for a
it's
local
not-
combat
It's
check?
not your combat check.
Okay, can freely recharge.
Right, so it looks like the sound has sorted itself out, but thank you very much. I don't know what happened. I'm assuming it wasn't that bad on all of our previous videos, because otherwise somebody would have said something.
So, do I go for a 1d6 or do I go
So
for a
I'll just leave
1d4
you to
plus
it.
1?
1d4 plus 1 is slightly better.
Yeah. But I think.
No, actually, it's not. It's exactly the same.
Yeah. This is going to be 2 to 5.
It's a
isn't
higher
it?
average.
What's he resistant to? Is resistant to mental?
No, it's immune to mental.
Right.
And
okay.
poison. So, I'm going to be doing combat with acrobatics. So I'm D12 plus 2.
So which weapon are you using?
Rapier.
D12 plus 2. We'll put
D12
that
plus
there.
2 plus 1d6. And then proficient, reload it to add 1d4.
I can recharge to add you 1d4 if you want.
Yeah.
Recharge is
Under the bottom of the deck.
at the
Of your
bottom
deck.
of the deck.
To add D4.
Yeah.
So that's a weapon. Is that freely?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What else have you? So that's the weapon been played.
Yeah.
So
I've potentially got this to
to do after.
Oh, you do that afterwards, do you?
Yeah.
You've got the blast stone.
But it
But
says
at the moment, this is
it adds to
7,
it the
8,
fire
9,
trait. I don't know
11.
how that helps.
Add 2d4 and the fire trait.
And the fire trait,
And
right.
Now, that's an item, so if he uses that, I can't use my item. Because you only use one card
I
per
believe
type.
so, unless it says freely.
No, it doesn't say
No,
freely.
neither of them do. But that's not that exciting. After the roll, I
Uh,
can add 1.
But this is banished, but because it's alchemical, I can potentially.
It goes to
Discard it
recovery.
instead. Or recover it, yeah.
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 So on a local combat check, or a local check to defeat a lock, obstacle, or scourge.
it isn't it? Yeah, if only I was there.
Yeah, so let's use this then.
Banish to add 2d4. Okay, so I can roll these 2 again.
Another 2d4. So
Yeah.
that goes into your recovery area, wherever that is.
So I'm going to roll these,
Yeah, you're adding 2.
and then I'm going to roll another
And then
2d4
you're adding
again.
another 2d4. Yeah,
8, 9,
that's
10,
14,
11,
15,
12, 13,
16,
14, 15,
19, 21.
Overkill.
Boom.
Splat.
Okay.
So he's just a normal monster.
Yep.
So nothing to do there. I'm done. So your recovery thing, does that not
It happens at the end of everybody's turn. At the end
Everybody's
of
turn.
every turn. Yeah, that wasn't clear in the rule book. In fact, it was
So-
wrong in the rule book.
I have
the
to
rapier back?
do a craft 6 check.
Yeah.
So my craft is a d6 plus 3.
D6 or D8?
D8, you're right. Sorry, I need my
D8
glasses.
plus 3.
Does it do anything? Just dazed make a difference or not to this?
I don't think so.
No.
No. 3.
So that succeeds, it's,
Yeah.
I think, because
So
it's
does
a
that
6.
recharge it
So this
instead?
recharges,
Yep.
yeah.
Bottom of your deck.
Top of your deck. Excellent.
Okay. So we got the monster. Is that right? Or
Well, no, that's just a normal monster.
That
Yeah.
was a normal monster.
Not the
Yeah,
closing
that's
monster.
gone. And your go is over.
Yeah. I like how I get my weapons back. Use them, get them back. Handy.
that is good.
So this one here, if you didn't suffer the scourge on this turn, at the end of your turn, right, so at the end of your next turn, you do that.
Just getting some tips from David on the on the chat on which dice.
D4
So
plus
my
1.
go. I am at the oubliette. The tower's gone.
You've been on your own. Whole
Yeah. So I don't have any start of turn
all by
stuff.
myself.
I think I'm just going to explore.
Oh.
I mean, I could come here.
Well, there's only one card left. It's going to be the monster.
It's going to be the.
Oh, and therefore I don't want to be there to try and close it because I'm not very good at closing
No.
it. You want to be there and close
Yep,
it.
and I
Right.
can be there to help.
Well, the question is, do I want to come there and help you? I don't think I've got anything now for local checks. I've got 4 weapons in hand. It's just,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Right, I'm going to explore here. We found a locked door.
Oh.
So it's either strength melee 11 or disable 7.
Have we failed any
I'm good at
checks yet?
disable.
I
I
think we have.
don't think we have failed any checks. I think we've been quite lucky with the dice.
Very lucky.
On the check to defeat, you may recharge an
We failed
axe
some.
or a bludgeoning weapon to add a d8.
Oh, we didn't get some cards.
Yeah.
I have a bludgeoning weapon,
Okay.
right? So yeah, thematically, I'm using the quarterstaff to bash down the door. So I am going to do a melee
Recharge
check.
an axe or anyone to add 1d8.
Melee check for me is d8 plus 2, but I am going to recharge the quarterstaff.
Is that a bludgeoning weapon?
It is a bludgeoning weapon.
Yeah. To add
To another
d8.
d8. Yeah. Okay, so that's recharged. So 2d8
It's
plus 2,
undefeated.
so the average of that is 11.
Undefeated.
I think that's all I can do.
Mark this barrier's location with the scourge entangled.
Yeah. I think that is it. I can't bless the check
No.
or anything like that. So 2d8 plus 2.
Have you done the hour?
I didn't do the hour. Thank you.
Oh, the hour. Change everything.
When this is the hour, when you would discard a boon to bless a dexterity or charisma check,
Yeah.
you may recharge it instead. No. 2d8 plus 2. 13. Done.
Whee!
If defeated, remove the scourge entangled from this location.
No.
You may explore. Okay, so I'll explore. Yeah, because it's a
Free
locked
explore.
door. I've opened the door.
You get
I have found the guard
Woof.
dog.
the other side of the door.
The other side of the door is a guard dog.
Who was sleeping very quietly.
Do I
until
want
that
to try and
point.
evade it? I don't have the ability to evade it. Before acting, summon and encounter a monster.
Oh.
Right, okay.
The guard dog's
The guard dog is guarding. Oh no, yeah, the guard dog has alerted
Yeah.
something else. What have I found?
Something terrible.
Well, I'm kind of
Yeah.
picturing
Thank you, Derek. We got it. We got it in the end.
Fluffy from Harry Potter.
Yeah, me
so-
too.
well, you know,
A badger.
It's a dire badger.
So the guard dog called his badger mate. So animals are farthing wood.
Right. If it is defeated, this monster is defeated, and the encounter ends. Banish this monster. So if I
Okay.
defeat that, the guard dog
Just
disappears.
a slightly stronger dog by the look of it.
So what's the point of having these checks on here? I don't know.
Can you
Um,
choose to fight either
No.
one?
If it is defeated, this monster is defeated,
Oh,
and the
actually.
encounter ends.
Someone count the monster. Oh, maybe if you don't defeat it.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a dire badger. So I need perception or survival 6. Well, I don't have either of those.
Combat 11.
So it'll be combat 11. Right, now, what are we going to use? Because I've got this returning throwing axe,
Looks pretty good.
which is my melee plus d6 plus 1. Actually, I think I'm going to use my quarterstaff of vaulting. For your combat check, reveal to use melee plus d6 plus 1. So melee plus d6
+1.
plus 1, and my melee is normally plus 2. So that's an average of 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. You may additionally discard to add another d6, which I will.
Okay.
On a local combat check, freely reload to add a d4.
Freely, yeah.
And there we go.
That'll do it, I'm sure.
That should do it.
Let's see.
So I'm attacking a dire badger. 5, 6, 10, 11, 14. Yes. So that's
Right.
gone. And that's gone.
The guard dog was just calling the other monster.
the diet, but called a badger. Of all things.
What was that, lassie? Okay, nothing at the end of my turn. I am done. I am drawing back up to my hand size.
Oh, detective. Nice.
So
Your go.
Hour.
Hour.
the
yes.
hour
Now,
is.
this is going to be our downfall, isn't it?
Well, we're,
Yeah, it is
we're
a bit.
pretty close. We've only got
We've
3
got-
more.
We've got 3
True.
cards left.
True. I mean, my life is not a problem.
So I've got the
Yeah.
Queen Mother. She needs. Anyway, yeah. My knowledge check is blessed. If it came to that. So
I don't think it's going to be a knowledge
I'm
check.
not going to give a card, I don't think. I'm feeling a bit short on cards, to be
Yeah.
honest. I'm not going to move because we're here.
I'm here to help.
Don't forget, at the end of your turn, the dazed
Yeah,
kicks
I
in.
have failed a check. I have failed the check for being dazed. So
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Elemental.
so we have an
Here it is.
elemental.
Storybane.
Combat 11.
+2. What scenario is this?
1.
1. So yeah, 11 plus 2 is 13. Powers. Roll 1d4. This monster gains the trait is immune to and all damage is.
Okay, yeah, it's a type of elemental.
Yeah. Oh, right. So it is a.
2.
It is a cold elemental.
Brr.
Okay.
After acting, suffer 2 damage?
1.
Oh, sorry, 1 damage. You just told me that. 1 damage.
So what does that mean?
So after you fight it?
Yeah.
So
Even if you kill it.
Yes.
Nice. Right. Well.
So you need 13, combat check of 13.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm here to
I've
help.
got.
It's immune to cold, and its damage is cold.
So. Combat check.
So
Throw a bomb
dexterity,
at it.
craft, or ranged.
Your craft is best, isn't it? I think.
Combat.
Oh no, your rage is pretty good. Your rage is D10 plus 1.
Ranged.
What's
For
that?
D10.
Yeah,
It
rage.
comes on
Oh,
the
yeah.
dexterity. Yeah.
D10
So your
plus
range
1.
is D10 plus 1, and your craft is D8 plus 3.
So I'm better off. So I should probably
Yeah, plus
use
3
that
is
for my combat check anyway, right?
Yeah.
Because that would be a D10 plus 2d6
Well, you
plus
get
1.
because you can use your craft, which is D8 plus 3.
Yeah, but the dexterity is D10 plus 1.
Yeah.
But I think D8 plus
D-
3 is
D-
better.
D8
D8 plus 3, I
is-
think,
is
is
better.
it's
Yeah, that's it.
slightly better.
So D8
Okay.
plus 3.
Plus
David's doing the
2d6.
stats for us. But he's behind. He's 30 seconds behind, so he's talking about the stats for the
Well, he
previous.
could actually tell me what to do then. So we'll do the range. So a D8 plus 2d6.
So you're doing the craft check.
Yeah.
For my, so that's for
Against
my
a monster, which this is. Isn't
combat
it?
check.
You may ignore its after acting powers. Cool.
Cool.
That's good.
because you've stunned it.
Yeah.
Well, it's a cold
and you
elemental.
can recover it as well, theoretically.
But I don't have any for anything for a local combat check, so that's basically all I got. Is
Hello.
So you've got this, which is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. So on average, or just
I would
I mean,
match
I've rounded
it.
down as well. So you've probably got an average there of 14 and a half.
On another local character's combat check, freely reload to add 1d4 plus 1.
There you go. So a D4 and plus 1.
Just checking my other things. Combat check.
So your average
Arcane
That's huge.
is now 17.
plus 2d4. Yeah, the Noxious Bomb
D8
is
plus 2
D8 plus 3 versus
D10.
D10 plus 1.
yeah, I think this is. I could also potentially use my Arcane for these two, but yeah.
Oh, instead of this.
Instead of that, but not as well as. And I've got it on a, so it looks like that's my only option.
Okay.
Should we do
So-
this? And it
so
gets
that-
rid of that power as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that goes to your recovery area.
Yeah.
You've reloaded the,
Yep, it's already on
the
it.
dagger. So it's
So
all of that, and then you're adding 4.
all right. So this could be one that we fail. We'll see.
5,
Looking good.
12.
That's a 6, 12, 17,
nice.
20, 24.
Oh,
We needed
but
13.
overkill again.
And
then.
because of the Noxious Bomb,
don't get the after.
we don't get the after effects.
So
I don't either. Or do I get it at all anyway?
No, it's after acting, so it's the person
I didn't
who...
act, did I,
Yeah.
as such.
Okay.
So you get to close the location.
So,
So what do we
succeed.
do here?
Succeed on an intelligence or a craft check of 6, and you've got the guide.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
So on a
add 1d6. That's what she does.
recharge goes to the
Bottom of the deck,
Bottom of the
bottom.
deck.
And your craft is
D8 plus 3.
Yeah, so it's D8 plus 3 plus
1d6.
1d6, and you need 6.
So that should be fine. Oh, 6.
You
only
got
just.
6.
I was going to say, I only saw that one. I thought you were going to roll 1 and 1.
So the location is closed. We summon 3 spells. So stuff that you found in the lab by closing the lab. So 3 of those at random.
And you keep them all?
You encounter one of them.
Oh, okay.
Of which we choose.
You
Yeah.
choose which one you want to encounter.
I can't have spells in my deck, so there's not much point in me having
You
anything.
can't.
No, not unless I upgrade to have 1 spell.
Right, okay, so
Ooh.
2 spell zeros and 1 spell 1, but
12.
I don't think I've got wisdom or divine.
I have.
Well,
but you've got to try and find it.
we've got to
Yeah.
encounter it, haven't we? So it's got to be one of these 2.
God, let me see what that one does.
Intelligence and arcane. I've got arcane is probably.
So 12 to acquire. That seems expensive.
So sleep. When a local character encounters a monster, banish, they evade it. On a local check against the monster or an ally, banish to add 1d6. If proficient in arcane, which I'm not, you could recharge it instead. Or infernal healing. Display next to a local character. While displayed, at the end of this character's turns, they may bury a card from their discards to heal a card. I guess we'll go with the infernal healing.
That sounds good.
At the end of the scenario, banish. If proficient, bury it instead. But
Giving that to Paul at the end of the scenario would be
Yeah.
good.
oh yeah, that's true. So I'll try and get it, and then
So you're
try
going
and
to
give it to
encounter
Paul.
this,
Yeah.
and now you try and get it.
Arcane.
So yeah, so I've got a D8 plus 1.
Average of that is 5.5.
Oh.
No, didn't get it. After all that,
After all that, I didn't get
pop it
it.
back in. Right, that location is closed. You two get to move to there.
We didn't have to.
So
You can't
Deck to
explore
there,
again. And then,
oh, hold on.
at the end of your turn, shuffle your hand into your deck and remove this scourge. So I think you do the reset first.
What, so then you have no cards?
Yeah.
But I've just noticed you may not explore location. So would I have been able to do?
No,
all
no,
of that?
you may not examine
Oh,
locations.
right.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
But that's the thing where you look at the top card of the
Right,
deck.
okay.
Or you use the spyglass or something like
Okay,
that.
yeah. Okay, that's fine then. I'm glad that we hadn't just done all that
Yeah.
for no reason.
Yeah, just cheated.
Right. So,
So yeah, so
what
I think you do your reset as normal,
Right.
and you will get 4 new cards.
Well, that's quite bad though, isn't it?
Yeah. But then at the end of your turn,
Mm.
you shuffle all those cards into your deck.
And don't have any cards.
Correct. I think that's what it's saying. It's end of turn effect.
But then that goes.
Unless I've got something
May
wrong.
not examine location.
Maybe if Derek's in the
If you explored this
in the
turn,
chat,
you
but-
have to again. If you didn't suffer the scourge on this turn, at the end of your turn, shuffle your
Oh, no,
hand
no.
into your deck
No,
and remove
sorry.
the scourge.
end of turn, apply end of turn effects, then do recovery, then do reset.
So,
So
it's
ignore
just
that.
I've got to
losing
do
your-
recovery on this
It's
as well.
using what you've got, which you might have been keeping for
So
good
you
things.
should have done the end of turn effect on this first.
So these, which two did you have?
Those two.
Those two.
Yeah,
So
so
those
two
two,
would have been shuffled into your deck.
Right, so I shuffle my deck.
and then you had a draw.
Then you do the recovery.
Yeah.
Right.
Then you do the reset.
This just means if you had good things you've been keeping, you
I
might
get
lose
some
them.
good statistical. Thanks, David. That's really useful.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So recovery first.
Right. So I am proficient in
Alchemical. So
alchemical.
you get a chance to recover it.
Craft 7.
So I need to get craft 7.
Yeah, D8 plus
D8 plus 3.
3. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it goes to the bottom of your deck,
Recharge.
and then you reset.
Yep, draw back up your hands.
Draw back up to your hand size, and you're done.
We might even do this.
We should do this
On your blessed
quite easily.
check, you may re-roll any dice showing 1. On your blessed check.
If a check is blessed.
Well, no one's got any blessed cards. Have
No.
we?
Right.
How do we close this one?
Constitutional
Fortitude.
fortitude.
Yeah,
We'll do it eventually.
Well, I've got a traitor. Traitor. Before acting, discard a random ally. The difficulty is decreased by its level. Don't have an ally?
Do I have an ally? Awesome.
Handy.
Here's
Got
the
traitor.
thing. This says, banish to examine the top card of your location. If it's a monster, you may encounter it. I can do that when it's not my turn. I think I
I
can.
guess so. Seems a bit strange, doesn't it?
But, going a step further, if you had a blessing in hand that says discard to explore, there's probably a rule to say that you can only explore on your turn. But I think I could cast that
Cast the spell.
on somebody else's turn. I think so. I need to just check that. For anybody who knows the game, can I cast
Detect evil.
Detect Evil? Is it going to autofocus? No. Can I cast Detect Evil on somebody else's turn and basically explore a location? Right. Anyway, meanwhile,
I've got a traitor.
back at the ranch.
I've got a traitor. And I haven't
Combat
discarded an ally because I
9.
don't have one.
So it's just a combat,
Combat
9,
check of
10,
11.
11.
So, I'm using my rapier, which is acrobatics, which is D12.
I'm going to throw a returning star knife at it
plus
because
2.
it says freely. Give you a D4.
Just a D4.
I
Yeah.
can.
Plus a D6.
Yeah. What do you need? I can freely.
I'm going to
Oh,
reload
I've
it.
got a returning throwing axe as well, which is freely
What's that add?
D6.
I think
So I've thrown a knife and an axe, and
I think this should cover us. Maybe you should have saved that for the big boss.
Well, I'll save my star knife for the big boss then.
'Cause
Um,
I'm going to get them back, and then I won't explore
yeah, I'm
on my
going to
turn,
reload my
and then
things as
I'll
well.
throw them again on his turn.
They return.
Yeah.
Yeah, loads.
Boom, right.
Right.
Millions.
I mean,
Too
you could
much.
explore again. Could you?
Nope.
No. Right. Okay. Derek says second option is correct.
I think that might.
What was
have
my
been-
second
That
option?
might have been for the
Okay,
interpreting
so I'm done.
the
3.
Oh, I think it was
dazed.
me asking about the detect evil. Did you mean the detect evil, Derek?
I thought it was the dazed.
And if so, what was my? Was it the days? I don't know. I'm confused.
You're
I am
dazed in
confused.
real life.
Right. I'm
done?
Am I done? Hour.
Yeah, let's have an hour.
Hour for me is Orison. No effect.
Oh, good.
I
I think you should explore that location.
don't think I should.
No?
No, I have no weapons in hand.
Oh.
I mean, I have this,
Um,
but what I'm actually
How
going to
many
do.
hours we got left?
4. I mean, only
Yeah,
one.
so I think we're fine. So what I'm going to do is I am going to bury this card to heal a local character. There you go. Have a card back. So a random card from your discard pile
It's randomly shuffled in.
gets shuffled into your
I
deck.
don't believe you can, Paul,
Right. Okay.
cast Detect Evil on someone else's
Because
turn.
it does say in the rules, you can do things. If it doesn't say on your turn, you can do them whenever. But there's probably rules to say. Examine. I don't know.
I remember
I
playing
need
the
to
app.
check.
Can you use another character's
No.
cards
No.
in that turn? You can't,
Well,
can you?
yeah,
Only during a test.
yeah. True.
Not in the middle. It can't just go to their
Okay.
hand and choose a card and use it.
Then at the end of my turn, I am going to use my character's power to recharge this to heal a local character. You do it again.
Healed again.
Yep.
Okay.
Random card, randomly shuffled.
Yeah,
into-
random card, randomly shuffled in, and then I'm just going to draw up to my hand size. Now I've drawn my cure spell.
Tell you what, old reloading weapons. are good,
So,
aren't
so this banish to heal a local character 1d4 plus 1 card. I can do that now, can't I?
You've just drawn back up to your hand size. So
That's the thing. Yeah, I need to read a bit more about.
I don't think you can
Can
play
you
cards
use these
anymore.
powers on other people's turns? Maybe not. Maybe only if it says on the check.
Because it's a spell. You can only cast spells on your turn.
Yeah. Second option was the reset hit by days. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe that's what it is.
You'll go. So we do the hour first.
Let's have an hour.
Hour number 17.
Is no effect.
No effect. Are you
Benefaction.
going to encounter this?
I certainly am, I think. I mean, I've got, well, you know,
Oh, you can display that.
I will display my armour.
Yeah.
And then I've got various things I can have a combat check with. So
That's displayed as well, isn't it?
display,
That
yeah.
should be displayed.
Yeah, let's display that one as well. Not sure what they'll do.
Kobold champion.
It's the Kobold Champion.
Before acting,
Intelligence, craft, disable, or perception 4+ check. Okay.
Well, that's
not
quite
too
good
bad.
because you're good at craft.
so we have to do that before combat.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
before acting.
So my craft is D8 plus 3.
And you need a 4.
Yeah.
No, you need a 5.
Yes.
It's 4 plus 1.
Otherwise, you suffer poison damage, but you can protect that with your
Yeah.
anti-plague.
Okay, that's good then.
Anything other than a 1. Yep.
8.
That's good then.
So you need a combat check of 12. And I am going to throw a returning star knife and a returning throwing axe.
So that's going to help for a
'Cause
lot
they
for
are,
a start.
so you
They
get,
both freely.
yeah, they're both freely. So
And
you
I'm
get
going to
that,
throw an allying dart, which is 1d4 plus 1, which is also
which
freely.
is freely.
Yep. Reload.
There you go. That's what you've got for free from us.
Right, I think.
Oh, freely recharge to add 1d4, but then I get to reload as well because it's a knife, so another 1d4.
Another 1d4.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we decided that my okay.
I'm going to need some more dice next time we play.
My craft was the best option, so I'll throw the acid flask for my combat check. So that's a
D8
D8
plus 3
plus 2d6.
Yeah.
plus 2d6.
Yeah. So we need to roll another d6. Oh, you got it.
Yep.
I also have a star knife that if. I mean, like, do we want
Freely
to? There's no
recharge to
point.
add another
There's no
1d4.
real point, is there?
It's fun.
What do we need?
Roll all
What do we
ones.
need to do to close it?
12. Close it.
Constitution or Fortitude?
Constitution's going to be my downfall, but I
Yeah.
am the best, so on that. So may as well do the star knife,
So
I
that's
guess.
another d4.
So recharge is the bottom of the deck.
Yeah,
So
so
we've got an
there's
extra.
2 more d4.
You have to re-roll them.
Okay, that is definitely.
Kobold is a pincushion. Yes.
We just threw everything at him.
It's just because I've randomly drawn the returning stuff and I'm just
I think
throwing
even
it.
if I roll all ones, I think we might.
You need a 12.
And we've got 4.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
I think that's
3,
well and
1,
truly.
2, 2,
It's
4,
not
2.
great, but you're rolling another 2d4 on top, aren't you?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
1, 2,
3,
3,
4,
4, 5, 6. Yeah, even if you'd have rolled all ones, we'd have still done it. So the story bane is defeated. You now get a chance to close the location, and if you succeed,
So I have to do a
We win.
Constitution check.
Constitution or Fortitude. Yeah.
Which your constitution is D.
I have no fortitude.
So it's Constitution.
D8.
There
D8.
you go. D8. You need a 5.
What happens if we don't succeed?
Then it's your go
Do I take damage?
Until we run out of hours.
until we run out of hours.
Right.
Yay!
6.
Close. Yeah, so we might have been really stuck for time. Okay,
Yeah.
so we read
Hurrah!
this bit. No, kill me, the captured Kobold Ranger Cesarac shouts in her broken common. Blood vow Chief Rogue has will kill me if you do. Okay, anyway, you found a pair of dead Kobold saboteurs near the blast site. This is enough to stoke the Balheimites' fears. Before today, the Kobolds kept away from the bounds of Balheim, and now its citizens are using words like invasion and treachery. Defeating a raven-shaped imp led you to another body you found in the wreckage. The wizard Balthus Hunclay lay dead between the Kobolds, suggesting he conspired with them to bring the tower down. It's unlikely he planned to do so upon himself, which suggests he was betrayed by his own associates. The Baroness wants you to calm the minds of all present. I hate to ask this, but I need you to dislodge these blood-vow kobolds from our region, she says. You've been our heroes once this week. Care for a second opportunity? Each character gets 1 hero point.
All right.
There you go. So we've all got a hero point. We have successfully done the scenario. Woo! So what happens now is you can either keep that hero point, which means if you die in a future scenario, you can spend it to resurrect.
Ooh.
Or you can spend it to basically colour in any of the boxes on that side of your character or on that side of your character.
Okay.
Okay? Which will improve that character, you know, in multiple different ways. And then after you've done that, you then have to rebuild your deck so that it meets
Right.
those requirements. So basically you gather together all of the cards that you have and that you gained, and then you have to basically rebuild it according to the deck building rules on here. So you can keep, and we can trade at this point. So, you know, some of the items that we found might be best for other people, and we can basically move them around. We're going to do that off camera. So yes, thank you very much to everybody for watching. Apologies for all of the weird issues that we had in the middle, and I don't know about the audio delay. It seems to be working now, but we've had to set the audio to like 1.5 seconds delay, which is definitely not right. What time is it? I can't see.
20 to 11.
22:11?
10:37.
Okay, there you go. So not bad. How long did we play for then? About 90 minutes?
Yeah.
And we that couldn't have lasted any longer.
It was a short game, though, wasn't it?
It was the short version of the game, but we went through every card in... Oh, no, we didn't. We closed a couple of them early.
Yeah, the first one.
So,
didn't
hello,
we?
Loki.
6 cards early. Wow.
There you go.
That's a cobalt, though, wait a minute.
We just won. We just won the scenario. You're going
We
to
got
say...
a guest star appearance.
Yeah, guest star appearance from Loki. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you found it useful. We may do another one. You know, if you two aren't available the next time I want to play, I'll be doing this solo, probably just with these 2 characters. But we'll see how it goes. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel confident playing 3 characters myself.
No.
But I might.
You might do.
Because now that these 3 characters are here, maybe I will. And the more you play it, the more you get used to it, and the more you remember all of the little... Oh, you've got to remember this bit, you've got to remember that bit. But anyway, yeah, thank you very much for everybody for watching. Again, this is not a sponsored video. Paizo haven't paid any money for this. Purely funded through my Patreon campaign. So if you like the content that I create, please check out my Patreon page and look at supporting me on there. Otherwise, thank you very much to you two for joining me tonight.
No worries.
Thank you very much for everybody for joining in. And
Thanks.
we'll speak